Happy Friday, gamers. Made it through another successful week here at PCA. I'm going to drop this episode. We're going to learn how to make... So remember, last time we added a power-up. So if we get 10 pollen, I can hit space and go super fast. But this is like a little overpowered if it lasts that way forever. So we're going to add a timer so that the power-up only lasts for a certain amount of time. Makes sense, right? All right, so... the key to this is this world.seconds under the world in the toolbox, world.seconds. So the only way that we can keep track of time in this game is we have just the number of seconds that have elapsed since the game started. So how are we going to make it so that we know what time we press the power up at, and then, like, let's say 5 seconds later the power up turns off? That's our goal. So how are we going to do that? So we're going to need a variable, of course. So we're going to say time activated, and we'll start that at 0. So now that we have this variable called time activated, it's set equal to 0. And now when we press space, so here, we're going to make that variable equal to the world seconds. So time activated equals world.seconds. So what this does is when we start the power up, now we have a variable keeping track of what time we started the power up at. So now we need to know if it's been 5 seconds after the power up was activated. So how are we going to do that? We're going to use an if statement. So if time activated is what? So what kind of condition can we use to check if the current world.seconds and compare it to the time activated? So what do we want to do? We want to say if world.seconds is greater than time activated plus, let's give it 5. So power up length right now is going to be 5. So how does this logic work? So if the current world.seconds is 5 seconds later than the time we activated, then we're going to lower the speed back down to what it was before. B speed equals B speed minus 10. So it was super fast, and then we're going to put it back. Let's see how that works. Enter. Let's get up to 10 flowers. Boom. We got, whoa, that logic is not working. Where did the B go? That's wild. Okay, something went wrong. Let's see. So time activated. So world.seconds, time activated, I started it at 0. So is the current world greater than time greater than 0 plus 5? Yes, it's been greater than 5 seconds. So then we just kept subtracting 10 from speed, and we went to negative infinity speed. All right, so we're going to need a new starting time for time activated. Let's put it at 99999. There we go. Let's put a bunch of 9s in there. Now, let's try this again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got the honey. Press space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh! Man. Okay, this logic's way off. Alright, let's start at 0 again. Let's think about it some more. So what do we know? So once we press space, we keep track of how many. So let's try with some concrete examples. So when I press space, it's 5. So 5 seconds has elapsed. And if world.seconds is between 5 and 10, then I want to keep the power up activated, and once okay, so the issue is this triggers correctly, but then it continues to trigger over and over and over again. So we're going to need another variable. You can see that coding just takes a lot of variables. Power up on equals false. So we're going to have this other variable power up on, and we're going to use an AND statement that lets us AND power up on equals true. Okay, so now hopefully this will make it so it only triggers this once. So if the power up is on, when we hit space, it'll turn power up on, and then the first time we subtract 10, we're going to set power up on equal to false, and that way it won't continuously subtract 10. So what I think was happening before is it would subtract 10 over and over and over again, and we only want it to subtract 10 once the power up turns off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't tell if the B slowed back down. Still looks fast. Let's see. Yeah, it definitely didn't slow back down, huh? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is wrong with this logic? Do you have an idea? What's up?
Okay, so what you need to do is
we have some guest feedback.
You have it set up onto a while loop so that when they press a button, it's set up onto a while loop so that while it's within 5 seconds of you pressing the button,
you have to remember that the game loop is an infinite loop, so we can't really put a while loop inside of this infinite loop that's already happening. So we're going to have to use some kind of logic. I think this is close, but we're basically out of time for today, so this is the first episode where the game isn't working, man. So we're going to have to try and figure it out for next time. Have a great weekend. This is your puzzle over the weekend. I'll post the code. If anyone figures it out, you'll get a prize. But have a great weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday.